Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fetchr Bingo 5.2.2 by NeunEinser. Time for the practice seed for this week's Fetchr seed challenges. This is seed minus 69, 111, 70, 38. I mean, it starts very strong. 70, 38 I don't love, but you know, still a good seed, I'm guessing. And yeah, the gore is whatever you want it to be, but I just want to black out here. I want it quick. I want it fast. I want to be done already, basically. The card looks, you know, there's that, which is not great, especially since I have not seen a Pale Garden yet. Well, you know, we'll move. We'll be fine, maybe. The two villages, that's nice. Anyway. How much iron do we need on this one? Actually, quite a lot. We need 6, 10, 19, 20. Wait, yeah, 6, 10, 19, 20, 23, 20, well, 28, 30, no, 30, 29, because that's a stone cutter. 31, something like that. I can't count. My head is. I can't focus. 31. Let's say 31, 34. If you reuse or something, it's somewhere in there. There's another bucket, which also is a reuse bucket. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah, 34. Let's say that's fine. It's about right. We'll count again once we have some done. It's okay. Yeah, I need the harvest. You have to find treasure. We need 2 diamonds for the hole. We need maybe lapis blue dye. For light blue dye. There's no copper, I think. No gold, no emerald or anything. Well, that was out emerald. And then redstone 4. 5, 6 redstone, sure. We need 3 double cooked stone for the blast furnace, and 3 cooked for the stone cutter there. Avocado bucket, 1 bone, cheap cow cooked. We need harvest here to find treasure. We need 9 wheat here, 12 wheat, 13 wheat. We need 4 resin clumps to make the bricks, to make the chiseled bricks. We need an egg. We need 2, 5, actually 11 or something sugar cane. Milk the cows, 1 potato baked, 1 gunpowder, white dye, 8 gas cooked, clownfish in a bucket, 6 stripped acacia logs, 1 string, 3 string, 1 leather for the bundle and the crossbow down there, I guess. Pumpkin seeds, red dye in the bed, 1 mud. You could make it fine, but you know, we'll find, I guess. Blocky dripstone, pink dye, terracotta, mushrooms are brown, flour. I think that's all. There's dripstone over there. There is dripstone over there, it's true. Obviously the village is there. There's just a blacksmith. That could be nice. There should be a potato here. There are cows. But getting 3 buckets early is not going to be trivial, I fear. Some chests. I don't know, redstone trade over there. Nothing major other than that, though. Are there any chickens here? If we had chickens here, I would know what my plan was. But I don't think I see any chickens, do I? Sheep, pig, pig. Oh, those are fake. We're moving. Could have guessed that. Pigs, cows, sheep. There are chickens out there? Way out there, okay. Yeah, okay. Just right there. I think it's gonna be fine, maybe? I don't know. There's no Pale Garden, right? It's kind of bad. Trailer run, don't really care. Does this ship anything? It looks so empty, I don't know. I don't see one. No, I do see one again in the ice. Yeah. All right. Start there. whatever. Game's silly. Brain's empty. But it's okay, I think. You don't need much. You don't need, you don't need a lot of brain for this game. It's mostly muscle memory, you know. You just like click things and press W and that's all. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, kind of a mixed bag so far this week. The seeds. Not really, actually. I don't know. I think they were okay, and I just couldn't execute as well as I would have liked to. And then on the point seed, the game just decided that I was not gonna get a blackout. And that's just sometimes just you just gotta accept your fate. That's the way it goes. I feel like this is too slow of a start already, and I'm unsure about the chickens because they're kind of far away, and there's no pale garden, and I still think I want to start with the ship because then we can get the buckets and we can make the cake as soon as we get the egg. I don't think I've hit the boat like a single time when trying to jump in. So far, so that's not good. Because yeah, when I'm like on, then there's like maybe like 80%. And I think I'm at 0. So yeah, not ideal. Because you gotta be quick, but it's also like a slightly timing-based thing. I don't really know how to get it more consistently. When I'm not getting it, when I'm getting it, it just feels so easy. It's like, oh, I can just do that, and then it just goes away occasionally, and I'm like, oh well, I don't know. I guess it's not that easy. But it's fine. I don't need any feathers, do I? No scoots or anything. Where's a rabbit jumping in here? That's kind of crazy. Savannah Village. Do I care about you? It's a rabbit and armadillo. I don't need anything here though, right? Could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. Do I need a shield? No, right? No. No ink. I need so little stuff. How much iron did I get? Enough. I just didn't register like an actual quantity. It's just like just a check mark for it. That's enough for buckets. But there are more things than buckets on the car, but it's mostly buckets, I think. Half the car is like buckets. Something like that. I keep getting the boat wrong too. I think that's the game's fault more than my own though. Because it's just being weird about it. Okay, that's gonna be in the village, that's nice. Alright, yeah, I got 5 minutes basically. Not ideal, no. Come on, man. Wish it was easier or possible to use water streams to swim, Alright. So many armadillos. Of course. How much do I value this iron? Probably more than I should. Pretty sure there was no brass furnace or anything, so let's do that. I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, the chicken timing is going to be all kinds of weird too. Which is not ideal either, but whatever, I guess. Can I get across to these cherries? No, alright. A big pit here. Well, yeah. Awful shape, of course. There's more iron there, I just don't know. I need a little bit more for sure, but I don't want to go for it because the treasure is going to give me some too, and then maybe the Gorham, and I feel like that's like roundabout where we need to be. Probably not exactly, but like close. And close is seen enough. I think. And I don't need to do this, obviously, but I want a better boat. Also, I kind of want to take a look past this, but I don't think I can actually, so I'm gonna pass on that. I want to see if there was like a pale garden on the other side of the hill, because there could be. But somehow, I have my doubts. There's no cherry ding, right? I didn't forget about that. No. Okay, we're fine. We're so fine. Couldn't be finer. I need what, light blue and white for the glass? Yeah. Absolutely. And actually, yeah. Speaking of, seems good. Sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, you know. It's okay. It's okay. Kind of meh at best here, but what can you do? Yeah, it should be alright. I don't need a book. Don't need a book. We need a potato. We need milk. I need a bed. I need some wheat. And then, I don't know, I'm going to get going again. Any pumpkins around here? Oh, I need leather for the bundle as well. There you go. Blue dye. 2 white dyes. A light blue dye. A red dye. A red bed. I don't think things can fall into the lava from there, but it just occurred to me that that could happen. Possibly. I didn't want it to happen, so, you know, made sure. Just made sure. This has a chest. There could be a bucket in there. There's not. Don't want to kill the guy. I think it's too slow. Is there anything I want from the chest there? Not really, right? Don't think so anyway. Could still buy like some redstone in the other village maybe. Conceivable. Anyway. 9. Yeah. Sure. Horrible spot. Thank you. How much money did I get? 15. That's a fair chunk. How much resin do I need? 6 or something? Maybe. I hope that's enough. It would be really stupid to not have bought enough. But you know, it's what it is. Alright. Sugar. Cake. Target. Whatever, compass. Map. Get out of here. Get out of here, you jerk, and push me. Cook the potato quickly while we think about things. I didn't grab any mud. How far away is that? Not that far away, right? Probably an okay distance away. Terracotta, pumpkin, incompetent string. Somehow fell all the way down there. I think it was just the eye falling in there, maybe. Need a bone too, right? Probably should let him blow up. That was so far away. It's just the zombies pushing him messes with the distance, I think. It just doesn't make sense. Zombies are so cheaty that when they touch a creeper, the creeper also cheats. Is what I'm saying, I guess. Anyway. Is that 2? It looked like 2, but I couldn't really stop to admire the loot. It was 1. Felt like 2. I wanted it to be 2, I guess. Right, I could make the mud. I don't have to find it. I have to find the pale garden though. I should look for a stone cutter there too, or blast furnace. Didn't really check the houses well enough. These are definitely all nothing. Alright, we're out. Which way? I don't know. I need a pale garden, need a pumpkin. I hit the boat. Huge. Need 2 diamonds. I don't know. I should grab a fish too, for sure. Another zombie with a sword. Wild. 12 skeletons, sure. I don't know. Nothing looks good. I'll take the pumpkins, so those are nice. Well, I'll take one of them. Drown tower, I don't really want to worry about. I don't see a fish, I think. But they're probably, you know, when I turn around, there's going to be like a lot of them. I'm going to think maybe I missed them all, but I don't think they were actually there. It was just stupid. Don't know which way I want to go. Right, back there, sure. Nothing close though here. Would have been too easy. that? No. Weird stone pillars there though, right? It didn't look right at all. It's a bad spot because it's just one layer. They're really hard to grab. I think I got 8. Yeah. I mean, what do I need now? The resin and the lush cave. And then, you know, some diamonds, I guess. And how much iron is in the car still? 6, 11, 13. I have 17, yeah, I'm fine. Fine on that front. Alright. I don't think that was clay. Might have been. Don't think so though. It's just stone surrounded by deep slate, which made it look very like pale gray. Kind of like clay. No, running out of nighttime though, so yeah, Pale Garden doesn't seem doable anymore. And the run is just gonna go long because there's nothing you can do about it. Fun. There's like just no easy path to travel. I don't know, it just sucks all around. Maybe going over top of that mountain would have been the right car, just the timing wasn't good for it. I don't know. I don't like it. That's the bottom line. What would we stop for? Village with brass furnace, village with stonecutter, village with blacksmith. Shipwreck for diamonds. And everything else doesn't matter, I think, much. Well, tempers could have diamonds too, I guess, or whatever, I don't know. And then obviously, yeah, we're stopping for Pale Garden. There's a blacksmith. We were stopping by, I was too high up. I would stop, but I'm not climbing a mountain for it. If there was been like a blast furnace and a stonecutter too, yeah. But just the blacksmith alone. I'm not that worried about the diamonds. And I mean, I'm not worried about stonecutter or brass furnace either, but yeah, not having to cook stone would be nice. Because then we don't have to cook anything anymore, other than one terracotta. That's scary there. I don't know, just doesn't work. Just classic Pale Garden stuff. Fun. And then like the day becomes really weird too, because we have to finish everything else. But you also have to find a Pale Garden that's worth playing. So we kind of have to check it if we find it, because otherwise you need to keep moving. It's awful. I should have checked that portal. Because a Fortune Axe would be nice. Because the Fortune 3 would give us enough, right? I think. Maybe. It's like 1, 2, 3 or something. Resin per heart. And the Fortune 3 I think would go up to 4, right? Something like that. Too late now, I think. Also, I mean, unlikely that it was a fortune thing, but it could have been. And even if it's a lower level of fortune, would still possibly help. No diamonds. Don't really need more furnaces. I see no little chimney, I think. There's no brass furnace, and then the stonecutter. I think I will recognize too, even though I don't know what it looks like right now. This would be a decent spot to check for Lash, but I'm not sure I want to do that now. Because the timing's all kinds of cursed. I don't care about the outposts. It's just no more dark oak up there. And it would be another portal. I thought I saw something grayish there. We could have just been, yeah, rid of this and stuff. I don't know. Wasn't a mountain anyway. Man, my eyes. Eyes are getting very, very tired. It's not good. It's not good. Is that dark oak up there? I don't think so. Like edge of in the distance. The shape wise, I mean, I couldn't tell the color because it was right in the distance, but like the shape could have been a dark oak tree, and that could have been a pale oak tree, but I don't think it was. The more I think about it, but maybe, I don't know. It was like, it had like a similar shape. But sometimes it depends on like, because especially edge of run distance, you'll get like partial trees too, because you'll be on chunk borders, and then sucks. Anyway, there's nothing pale here now. I don't really think there was, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't a mountain to look at. No idea. Oh, the top seems bad, but like I don't want to go around. Everything seems like there's just no good way to play these when they're just not, when the game's just not cooperative. It's just so hard. Because there's so little you can actually do. There's Lash Cave here. I think I have to take that so we just have like some progress made. I hate that though. Hoping there's something deep and we can go in. No. Ship could have diamonds. It's not, again, it's not really a big deal. I'm not that worried about finding the diamonds if I get low, but it doesn't. The treasure could have diamonds too. Not really a thing we can do. Yeah, this is bad. Don't know how we do anything here, basically. Should have dinged some stuff, probably, but it's fine. Why's there lava here? Come on now. Getting out this is gonna be so annoying. Very annoying, yeah. Does this go any lower? Well, straight to the Lush Cave. Couldn't have hit it much better. I don't hear anything move here though. So that's a concern. Way too many. Way too many normal rails in one craft there. Kind of crazy. Right. Shut up. Okay. Who knows? Yeah, we'll have to go down there. Not much we can do about that. Okay, brass furnace. Hold off on the stone cutter for now. Yeah, I need 2 diamonds and the buckets for avocado. Is there any more water here? No. 3 endermen, yeah, of course. We're not really low enough for diamonds either. And I might want like an axe or something. On top of the stone cutter. More endermen everywhere. Of course, of course. What are you doing, game? How are you not spawning an avocado? Just do it here. It's perfect. Well, over here it's not, but... There's one, okay. Sure. And I'm gonna teleport to it. To check it out too. Okay. Diamonds. I mean, not really at diamond level, but we're close. It doesn't really feel right to surface, go up the mountain top, and then back down again for diamonds. But the deeper we go, the harder it's going to be to come back up. Just lapis and glowlight, come on. Or the bluish stuff is wrong. No, okay. Got it, we got it. Sweet. You. And I don't know, do I want to make a diamond axe? It doesn't really matter, I think. So why not? And then give me the stone cutter too, and then maybe more diamonds. I wouldn't mind the pick, but it's nighttime and don't have a pale garden. So, can I find my way out of this? I think I can, right? Like, it's not hard, it's just far. Which is worse. Because like hard pathfinding I could do quickly. Possibly. I could also mess it up. What are you doing on top of the spike? Silly. No, we're fine. I don't remember this part of the cave though, so I don't know where my spots are here. Did I come down from the rooted dirt? But then where? How did I get... Is that surface? No, it's just fake surface. It makes it look like it's surface because it's pulse ore, but it's not. Oh yeah, the lava, right, I remember. The 2 emeralds here, yes. Can swim though. Head's not in, there we go. Right, I mean, the list is simpler. Actually completing it though, not so much. Maybe we should have killed all those endermen for pearls. It would have made it much easier to get up the mountains, but it would have also taken a while. So I don't know. Say this is fine. And I mean the big issue is not like getting up the mountain. The The big issue is finding a mountain that actually has pale oak trees, so maybe the pearls don't help. Alternatively, you could also find a woodland mansion, of course, and then loot some resin from a chest. That would be a fun way for this to end. I'd love that. I think it's near impossible for that to be a thing that happens, though. In fact, villages weren't so annoying. You could try and unlock like the trade with the map guy, right? And then get the map for the woodland mansion. It still probably isn't a good idea to try and do that because it's probably very far away and you can't tell how far it is, right? It just shows you like a small dot on the map. It's not it. But at least you'd know which way to go, you know? And maybe we'd just find a pale garden on the way and then not even need to do it. But I don't even know how those maps work anymore because they're more now, right? So it's just like a chance if you unlock it or something? Or do they all unlock? I don't know. I have not traded for maps in forever. I only traded for like a woodland mansion map once when they were new. And then Kilio and I spent like I don't know how long flying over like under the terrain, basically trying to get to the spot with the mansion. I think I found like a couple of igloos on the way, but nothing much else of interest. There's a video of that. It's old. If you look for woodland mansions, probably. Is it the only hit? I don't know. It might be. I don't think it's. Well, I mean, there are other woodland mansions that have appeared in videos and like Fetchr videos specifically, but I don't think they're like searchable on YouTube, right? Because they're not. I don't mention them in the title, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't do like a word search for what I said in the video. The transcript, because if it did that, then you would find more videos if you looked over Woodland Mansion. Anyway, this is horror. This is really bad. Because we found 0 so far. And our luck with these in like Fetchr runs, Fetchr weekly seed runs, has not been great in terms of actually getting resin from biomes, like actually having a creaking heart. Is that turn pale? I don't know. This side looks worse. Yeah, this is not. It doesn't feel good right now. It's not that late yet, but it, it's just. I think that's deceiving. It's just that it gives you this false sense of security of it's like, oh, we have like 6 minutes to find it. Very weird boat there. I mean, this is a mountain with dark oak on top. How do you make any of them pale? It's so high up. And it's not like you have generated like a ton of them and now you're just like skipping this one because there have been so many. I've not seen a single grey tree. Yeah, and the only other thing we're thinking about, well, Woodland Mansion and like portals for fortune, because that might allow us to get 4 resin clumps during the day in a setup where we otherwise might not have enough hearts to get to 4. Really, there's no pale there. I mean, that's perfect. That's crazy. Okay. No, I'm gonna turn this tiger back there. Oh, this is like a weird little like dip, and you're hiding some great trees there. Bots are so wrong in this version. It's getting worse every week. Surprised there aren't like 6 slimes waiting for me here. Oh, there's one. Spoke too soon. Another Enderman too, and there was like a bog as well. Doesn't matter. I wonder if I missed one early. I don't know. It seems plausible, but you know, if I missed it, I missed it completely. So. Yeah, I know, you know, they're like 37 minutes. And it also, like, you know, 3 minutes ago it's like, oh, there's time, right? And now it's like, I don't know. There might not be any. Offer, but wait, maybe I want to burn down some pale gardens. I don't know. Debatable. I should have had me, not the bird. Okay, another cherry grove. Yeah, out of time. Horror. Night 3, here we come. Perfect. Payload just sucks. It's so unreliable, I don't know why. It also feels worse in this version than in the beta. I don't think anything changed in that though. It just feels consistently awful in the weekly seeds when it shows up. In all the different ways it can be. So, yeah. Sharpness, useless. Pale garden, great. I don't know. Now I wish I had another pearl. But I would have had to like pick it up in like no time. Because if I spend any time on like getting the pearl, and it would already be, it's already 8 time. I know it's gonna be hard to make decisions. So bad. Yeah, it's too late though. That's rough. Horror brooch too. Yeah, it's morning. It's fairly big. I just see a guy despawn? No. Am I hallucinating? I don't know. I hate it. Is one gonna be enough to light the whole tree? To burn the whole tree, I mean? How can I not reach that? Hate it all. I just need like 2 logs, right? One up top and one below for the heart to activate. I think that's true. Well, I have more than 2 anyway, it's fine. It's a big one though. That's nice, I guess. You didn't burn? I don't think you can have a heart, but I want you to burn nonetheless. I don't think I see a heart yet. Anyway. Some berries here. Don't really need them. Is that a heart? That is a heart. Okay, there's one. Oh, there's one here. We'll break this one. See how many we get. 2. So the next one is not guaranteed. We need to see 2 more. There's one there. And one there. Okay, no, we're good. We are good. Just can't let them burn. There's just one, of course. Of course. Gotta be as annoying as it can be, I guess. There's another one. So many, so many. So easy. Another one there. All over the place here. Alright. And now, of course, we got 6. Of course. Yeah. That's fine. It's not a good run, but I don't, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. The game's just mean. It's really, really mean. $44, $32, $71. And yeah, I think burning down the forest is the way to go. If you have to figure out if there is a heart in its daytime. And you'll keep some logs so that you can reactivate the heart. If there's only one, right, you reactivate it at night and you didn't lose anything. And otherwise you just, you know, you start breaking. As long as you have one left, you can keep breaking them. And we got to 6 there, like, it's possible that one more could have given us 9 if it was the creaking heart we needed. So. Otherwise, might have needed 2 more. Depending on how many that next one would have dropped. And yeah, fortune would have helped, but didn't get it. And I mean, there are like also more trees. Could be more hearts. Could be. Still have, you know, the one as an insurance. Play. And then you just do this, right? And then it, like, yeah, it reactivates. There was one there too. Yeah, no, we would have been fine. So fine. And they don't burn, which is why this is like perfectly safe. They're fire resistant. Don't catch fire, or they don't. Yeah, they don't burn at least. Right. Off a run. So far out. It's a good pale garden at least. That's something, but man. I had to go way too far with that. Don't like it. What can you do? You know, not much. I think things are just bad overall, and that's how I feel generally about this week's seeds. I don't think they were necessarily bad. Like, I'm not blaming Dave. It's just like the game sucked, and I couldn't really focus, which didn't help. No, nothing back here. I didn't do a great job of looking on that side, but I think I looked. I mean, I saw the village and stuff, so if there would have been like one obvious one here, I would have seen it, I think. Yeah, not close. That's just hard. Which way? 165, so negative x. And 494. So positive. No, negative. Negative. This way. Right. No, wait. Positive x. No, negative x? What am I doing? Yeah, 1.6 negative. Or 2.5. What was the other one? 1.6 is here-ish. 4.9. 4.5. Is that the one I had? 7, 8, 9. No, we've been loaded now. Why? Oh, I'm at 5.9. Why am I? I can't read numbers. 4.94. Did I go over it? I must have flown right over it. There. Yeah, it's probably decent too. But then nowhere near anything we've seen, right? Because we basically went straight north. So it's like 1,500 blocks out of our way. We did see this, but yeah, even that's not close. Nah, no shot. No shot. Alright, that's fine. It would have been annoyed if I missed one close, but I didn't. So that's it for the weekly seeds. I'll see you next week with more of those. No more breakouts in between. Bye-bye.